All right, friends. So today in our live lesson, we're going to be working with the short chains. So to do that, I am going to ask you to cut out your number tags. All right. So these you can leave as is. This sheet should be attached on the back. You can just rip that off. These you can take the staple off. We're asking adults to help you with the staple, but we're not cutting these sheets at all. Our tags should be able to fit underneath here when we are counting. Okay, so I'm gonna just sneak that forward, and I am gonna show you how I choose to do these. I'm just going to, because you can see these are straight across, I'm gonna cut straight across the bottom. Okay. I just noticed that these white ones are a little challenging here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out a ruler. I'm lining it up with these light purple ones here, and I'm going to make a straight line underneath to connect that, and then I'm going to cut underneath these. You will need some help from an adult for these. Not sure why those don't have a little outline to them. Okay, so with the same thing, I'm gonna go across the bottom. Okay. All right. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna deal with these here because that is a little frustrating to me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cut this straight up. All right. I'm gonna cut a zigzag across the top of these to kind of line them up. So this part, I think you guys can do this, but you might need some help with this part from a grown-up as far as fixing our sevens, because what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to kind of line these up over the top here. I'm gonna slide them up. And then I'm gonna kind of just trace that zigzag. If they're not perfect, guess what? That's okay. And then I've got to make one more here, so I'm gonna move that one down. I'm gonna line this one up underneath here. And then I'm gonna trace that one. All right. So with what I have left here from our 6 chain, I'm just gonna cut those little white pieces out. So I just have to cut a straight line up. I am just going to show you guys this work. So if this is not done for our lesson, that's okay. You do need to have it done in order to do the work though. So you should get them cut out at some point today and do the work today. Okay, so now this one, I don't have the lines in between, but that's okay. I'm just going to cut out these zigzags first. Every other set is going to be easier than this. All right, so we're coming to the end here. Okay, so I'm just, again, it's probably not going to be perfect, and that's okay. Once we get back to school, you will be using the tags at school anyway. So make them as nice as you can, but if they're not perfect, is what I am saying. That's okay. Try to do your very best work all the time. But if it gets a little goofed up, no problem. Okay, these are going to be a little challenging to keep track of. I think I just bumped one onto my floor with my sleeve. So if you have if you've got little separate bags that you can put them into, or if you have a little container, little bowls to put them in, that would be awesome, just to keep them together, but try to keep them separate. You could even use a little, if you keep them all going in one direction, you can use a paper clip, which I think is what I'm going to do, because then I can put them in one bag. I can put a paper clip on each color. If we mix all the colors together, then it's going to be harder every time you want to work with them. Okay, so now I think this will be a little bit easier because I can cut the whole thing out. Okay, all straight lines, so cut up. You just have to be careful when you're cutting that little top part to not cut into the next tag. Okay, if you have a way that works better for you, you can do that. If you want to do the zigzag across the top like I did with the first one and then go back and cut, that's fine as well. Whatever works best for you. Okay, I'm gonna just finish doing these 9s, and then I'm going to let you guys work on them. I don't think it's too exciting that you want to watch me cutting all of them. All right. So I know that's going to take a little bit of time. Be patient. Do your very best work. And then when you get that all cut out, you will be able to start working on your short chains. All right, friends. Happy cutting.